If you want to know how to complete the week 12 challenges, go check out the rest of the video. Let me give you a full guide for the week 12 challenges. They will show up on Thursday, February 24th at 9 AM ET. Let's start with the first challenge. You need to gain shields at the Butter Barn. So the Butter Barn is the landmark with the NPC man cake. It's located southwest of Rocky Reels. If you make your way to the south side of the building, you will end up in some kind of kitchen with a basement. This place has a lot of these fruit boxes where you can get some shield items from. For example, the mushrooms or the coconuts. And in order to complete the challenge, you need to gain 50 shields. But if you make your way to the basement, there's even more to get some shield from. 3 of those Slurp barrels will give you 30 out of 50 shields you need to complete the challenge. So just combine these items and you will complete the challenge very easily. And for the second challenge, you need to collect treasure using Drake's map. And this item got added to the game a few days ago. It's a treasure map from the Uncharted collaboration. You can find this map as chest loot, floor loot or from supply drops. If you pick up the map and you hold it in your hand, you will see some red lines pointing you to a certain direction. Follow these arrows and you will end up at some location with a golden glow. Once you get close to it, you will see an X mark on the ground. This is the exact location where you can collect the treasure. Start pickaxing the ground and you will be able to complete the challenge. And there's a lot of good loot inside this chest. Finding a treasure map could be pretty hard, and from what I've heard, you can't stash it in your tent. So once these challenges come out, you just have to be lucky finding one. But there are some other ways to maybe complete this challenge. First of all, if you're in Team Rumble and you see one of your opponents holding a treasure map, make sure you eliminate him. Because even though it's Team Rumble, you will drop the treasure map if you get eliminated. So now you can more or less take the treasure map and yoink the loot. So this also means that if you have one of these maps in Team Rumble, you have to be safe yourself. And the final way to complete this challenge, and I'm not sure if I want to share this because I kind of feel bad about it, but if you see someone running with a treasure map, like these guys over here in one of my matches, and they really started building around the X on the ground, but then they ended up in some kind of fight and they had to leave the place. So I decided to just randomly start pickaxing the ground inside that box. And all of a sudden, the chest started coming out of the ground without me having the map in my inventory. And I guess this should also count because you were able to collect the treasure. Anyways, you only have to do this once to complete the challenge and get 25k XP. And for the third challenge, you need to visit Adrift or Pawntoon in a motorboat. So these are 2 landmarks on the island. Let me start with Adrift. This landmark can be found west of Greasy Grove. It's a big arm inside the ocean. And the good thing is that there's actually a motorboat very close to it. Make your way to the small pier at the shore. Get into the motorboat and go straight towards the landmark. Once you're there, you'll complete the challenge and we can move on to the next one. But before we do that, let me show you the second location as well. It's called Pawntoon. And finding this landmark is a little bit harder because it's the boat that randomly spawns around the island. You know, the one with all the foraged items, the chest and the supply drop. And because it has so many spawn locations, I can't really give you a good place to go. But you should be able to see it on your map once the game starts. And in this case, the motorboat was right next to it. Now let's move on to challenge number 4. You need to destroy objects in Covert Cavern. 25 to complete the quest. And I think the best way to complete this challenge is to go inside the southern entrance. It's the one with the truck outside and a zipline going in. Because if you go in from here and you go up the stairs, to your left there's a room with a lot of small objects. It has some tables, chairs and a lot of items attached to the wall. Just start pickaxing the objects one by one. Or you could also decide to build some cones. These cones will destroy all the objects at once inside that box. And this room should have enough objects to complete the challenge. And for challenge number 5, you have to damage opponents with explosives. A total of 100 damage is all you need to complete the quest. And I recommend to use one of those grenade launchers for it. You might actually get the legendary version out of one of those treasure chests. Just jump into Team Rumble and start shooting everyone you see. And even if you're out of ammo, keep it in your inventory because every time you respawn you will get 6 new rockets. Hit an opponent twice and you'll complete the challenge. Now let's move on to challenge number 6. You have to destroy gas pumps. So remember we were at the Butter Barn to gain some shields? Well, there's a gas station right next to it. And this gas station has 4 pumps. Just shoot at one of the pumps and wait for it to blow up. The second pump next to it will also be destroyed. Now repeat this with the other 2 gas pumps a little bit further away. Wait for them to blow up and you've completed the challenge. So this can be completed in just a few seconds. Now let's move on to the final challenge of week 12. You have to use Spider-Man's bouncers to catch a zipline. And I think the best place to go is the Daily Bugle, because this place has a lot of these bouncers and a lot of ziplines. If you go to the north side of the Daily Bugle, there's actually a bouncer very close to 2 ziplines. So even if you miss the first one, you should be able to catch the second zipline. You only have to do this once to complete the challenge, and this will also be the final challenge of week 12. The next 2 challenges are backup challenges. In case one of the other challenges are bugged, they replace them with one of these. So you need to destroy 5 Slurp barrels or survive 5 storm circles if that's the case. Anyways, keep in mind that these are leaked quests and they might change them a little bit once they come out. And every Thursday I'm live on this channel to complete the challenges. Feel free to join the stream and hang out with the community. So leave a like if this video was useful, subscribe to my channel, make sure you turn on notifications so you won't miss a single video. My name is RutgerK, thanks for watching and I see you in the next video.